In episode 238, I have half a ninja looking for the other half. We have Totem, Sydney, and so much more, and racing, and probably some shenanigans, but no TML. Stay tuned and have fun.
The UPX podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland property experts, baby, UPX.
Welcome to the Upland Property Experts Podcast. I'm your host, Too Stupid to Win. This time I'm joined by SCKicker and KO Ninja. Will be joining shortly. Welcome, SC.
What's going on? How's everyone doing?
Good. Glad you guys could help me out while ThankMeLater was off in Vegas at a work conference.
Oh, man. So
yeah.
The pre what was supposed to be Genesis Week Vegas trip, is that what this is?
Yeah. But he'll be there again. It looks like I'm not going to end up making it. Just everything going on here. And I did something funny on my taxes. So I don't know. Paid more money than expected. So I will not be going to Vegas now. Kind of disappointed. I was looking forward to getting to hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to do another hangout at another time. I know. I wish we could have went. I had a lot of other things back home in real life with work and stuff that I had to attend to. So I wasn't going to make the trip just for a vacation, I guess, for this one.
Yeah. I wish I was fixing myself a bourbon. I've been really limiting my whiskey and bourbon intakes. Got to slim down. Got too big again. So in the process of slimming down. So it's going well, but I do miss my whiskey and bourbons. That might be why my Cavaliers are losing, because I'm not hanging out with my bourbon buddy, because we watched the big games together and drink bourbon, and we didn't do it for the first two. So yeah, I think tomorrow night is one of my nights that I already had scheduled to indulge. So it's going to be a win for him.
I got some whiskey for you tonight.
Ooh,
some Canadian whiskey. I got a little Crown XO going.
Oh, okay.
Nice and smooth.
I don't know if ThankMeLater got jacked, but he definitely got thin.
Yeah, he definitely dropped a lot of weight, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's a good point, Cheese. I don't have to drink today because TML is in Vegas.
That is a good point.
Yeah, you're true. It is not a
bears,
vacation, and it needs to be celebrated. So, and Miles will know if you don't. Tariff whiskey is the best. Thanks, troll. Oh, yeah, we learned bourbon's not your thing. When did we learn that?
On one of the streams. Yeah, I'm not a big bourbon person.
Oh, okay.
And I did try a mint julep this past weekend, which I didn't know what a mint julep was. And I tried when we were down visiting my daughter at college. They had the Kentucky Derby was going on, and their special of the night was mint juleps. It's like, oh, I've never had one of those. So I told my wife, we got to try one. So I took one sip, and it had bourbon in it. It wasn't my favorite. It was a pretty sweet drink, actually.
Yeah, we got to get SC fired up. People aren't used to the mellowness, you know. The yin and the yang of the show is kind of thrown off. But
we'll get KO on here in a minute. He's hyper, so it could be all B, right?
Absolutely. But while we wait for KO, let's go ahead and bring on the one and only Mass Chef. What's going on, Mass?
What is up, gentlemen? No TML this evening. I don't even know what to do.
Right?
I know. He's got to show me the Penn State.
Yeah, I always bring this for you, Mass.
Well, I had to go out and play some golf today, so I had to wear the golf hat.
There you go. That's just an amazing cart collection. Every time I look at it.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so if you haven't had a chance to check out the Castle Run Kart Museum Grand Prix track yet in Kansas City, this is it. been doing a little work on it. We are now up to, I believe, over 120 unique individual carts now on the property. So lots
Very
and lots
nice.
of carts. Yeah. But hey, let's talk racing. We've got the Upland Racing Series. That's we got the finals that are starting tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, right after the Ultimate Racing League races concluded at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. So let's check out where we are at the leaderboards. Championship Series. Well, I guess first let's talk recreational series, because
What is wrong with Picasso?
what is wrong with him, other than the fact that he hasn't eaten, slept, drank, or anything else for the entire 5 weeks of Blossom season? I have no idea what's wrong with him. But 4,205 points, and the most you can get on any race is 15.
Right.
So
That's a few races.
that's massive racing. I like I said, I don't think he's actually done anything else except for be on the track this entire season. So one thing to note here, we did have one elimination from the recreational side, because Omar managed to get second place on the championship side, so he will move over to that for the finals for tomorrow. So that removes him from the recreational side of the board. So that just moves 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 up one space. So that brings in Fabs Blocks in the 12th place position for the recreational side. Championship side, a lot of familiar names up there. City Pigeon, of course, coming in the number 1 position again this season, because that's what he does. 3,152 points. Umar coming in second place. And just so you know, the green pluses there are drivers who have never qualified for a series final yet. So they are new to the series final edition for Blossom season. So Omar 57 in there in second place. We've got Bajo, JH 2271, Funky Beats, Crowley 27. Crowley, I don't know. He's been napping so far this season, because he's usually in the second place position or right up there close to the top. But I know he's been a bit under the weather lately, so not out on the track as much, but still enough to get in there on the 6th place spot and qualify. JR Wheels in there. JR had a nice run in the recreational side last season, so he has moved on and moved up to the championship side and making his first finals. Alejo in there at number 8, Wander 1976 in 9th, Cruiserito 10th, Razzle Dazzle, another new driver making a debut in the 11th spot. And
Razzle Dazzle's new to Upland, like 90 days new to Upland.
Yeah. And making a splash right away, jumping in on the finals. So we're going to see him on the track tomorrow. So hopefully a good run. That would be awesome. And of course, the one and only Akapropi rounding out the top 12 there. So lots going on. And just taking a look at where we are in the overall leaderboard. This is the leaderboard for the entire year. This covers all the seasons. We started out in what would Blossom
Genesis last year.
Yeah, so it would have been Genesis last year, and then so we go through Sizzle, Harvest, Frost, and then of course
you missed Wonderland.
Blossom. Or yeah, Wonderland.
Frost, Blossom.
I knew there was another one in there, but anyway, it's hard to keep track of those things. There's so many of them. Anyway.
Okay, thank me later. Let's go.
well, you know. 6 is a lot, okay?
Right.
6 is a lot.
You got to use the other hand.
Yeah, I got it right. I got to pull in an extra thumb that I didn't even know I had until we had to count those.
Just don't bring out the toes.
Right. No, I would never do that. Anyway.
It's really filling in for TML if you do that.
Right. That's way too close to filling in for TML for me. You'll notice here we've got pluses and minuses on here. The minuses are the people who did not make the Blossom season final. So not a lot of pluses on there versus the minuses. So It definitely gives people a chance to move up the boards this time around. Funky Beats, JH that are down there in that 17, 16 spot, they're going to get an opportunity to move up. Alejo and Bayo that are in 10th and 11th, they're going to move up a little bit, get some points on some of the top of this board. So nice to see. We still got Genesis season left to go, but it's going to be interesting to see how this board plays out once we move along here. And checking out this ridiculous track.
Oh, my.
This thing is crazy. 28 turns, and it is 6.03 miles. And I hope everybody has something to do while they're watching the races tomorrow, because a single race is going to take roughly 8 minutes, and that is in some fast cars. So this thing is crazy. It's very technical, especially around, once you start into the chicanes at turn 14, 15, 16, you got a crazy hairpin at 18, then chicanes again running through 19 to 21, couple of straights, some S turns in there. This thing is crazy. And it's going to be interesting to see where these guys finish out. I know. Yeah. CP, you're right. We are probably going to be closer to 9 minutes. And it really depends on, of course, car setup, who does what as far as boosts, what kind of cars they take, how they're able to manage this track. I hope everybody has paid attention, gotten out there and done their practice laps on this thing, because it is crazy. Going to be interesting. Going to be fun to watch. I personally packed a picnic. I'm going to call the race and eat a sandwich while I'm doing it. And, but should be fun. Should be a lot of fun. But we'll see how it goes. So heat number 1, here we go. This is City Pigeon, Bajo, Funky Beach, JR Wheels, Wander 1976, Razzle Dazzle. And just so everybody knows the way this works, in case you're not paying attention, this is all of the odd numbered racers from 1 to 12 go into heat number 1. And then all the even number racers from 1 to 12 go into heat number 2. So this is Omar, JH 2271, Crowley, Alejo, Cruzarito, and Acapropi. The ones that are highlighted in green, which is number 1 and number 2, those are the starters for the heat. And they're the ones that'll get us going, and then we'll go into the finals from there. And then the lowest time in the heat amongst the heat drivers is who starts the final for that race tomorrow. Moving on to the Ultimate
really quick,
Racing
for the
League.
ones that aren't familiar, Mass, why is that track so long?
So that is a monument track. That is an Upland monument track. And I'll switch back over here so you can just kind of see. So there's a few monument tracks around. There's the LaSalle monument track, New York Speedway, of course. There's the one in Tokyo. There's another monument track. So these are the tracks that we use for the end of the Upland Racing Series. The tracks are the same all the time. The San Francisco track is another one. So at the conclusion of each season, these are the tracks that we run on, and they are. This is a large track structure. So if you haven't had a chance to look at them yet, I definitely encourage you to go do that. So they can handle the much larger size tracks, because right now we have medium track structures, which is what the entire community is on. And those have a max distance of 2.5 miles. So the monument structures are way bigger, and the tracks are way longer. This is the longest one of all of the monument tracks, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, this is the longest one, because LaSalle's a bit shorter. And I know San Francisco's a bit shorter as well. So, yeah, that's where we're at with monument tracks. So, moving on to the Ultimate Racing League, race number 3 happened last week, and Picasso comes out as the winner for race number 3 in a really it was a really exciting race. We had a lot of fun with it. We had we were on the first pigeon run long. That track has a tendency to have people spread out a little bit, And we did not have that this time. The first heat, they kind of spread out some, but then after that, it was back and forth and a lot of lead changes running through the heat 2 and then the heat 3 and then also the finals. So it was a lot of fun. But Picasso coming out on top, he moves up one spot to take over second place. Oh, and his little lonesome. San Mahoney had his lowest finish so far this season, finishing 5th. But Bejo coming in second place with another really nice, strong finish for his season, and he moved up a spot into that seventh place position. We've got a tie at the 3rd place spot because Matsuda was able to jump up there with a 3rd place finish and tie up Vape High Guy for that 3rd place position. So still a lot of movement running around on this board. And yes, Matsuda, he in his heat race, he had a record qualifying lap and also a record race on that track. And not only did he have a record race, but he blew it out of the water by almost 2 seconds. So he had a super fast run. So it was Paris track is longer. I didn't know that. All right, good to know. That's great because that means that when we get to Paris track, it'll be a 10-minute race instead of a 9-minute for this one. Fantastic. Yeah, so still a lot of movement to happen on this board. I fully expect it to keep moving around. We've seen ups and downs for the last 4 weeks, 3 weeks in a row, essentially since the first race happened. So this thing is still very, very fluid, and I expect it to continue to be that way throughout the rest of the season. And this is the track we're on for tomorrow for the Ultimate Racing League. We are on Iceman International Raceway, and this track is also fairly short, not the shortest that we've been on so far. This is 1.6 miles, but this is 27 turns of 1.6 miles. So it is very short, but it's very technical. It's a very fun track. If you haven't had a chance to go check it out, I highly encourage you to do that. It's up in Granada Hills in Los Angeles. It is a beautifully built out track. It's set up 100% for racing. There's barriers all over the track, and it's just a really, really nice setup track, very nicely done. So I certainly encourage everybody to go check it out because it's really, really cool. But that's where we're going to be tomorrow. And heat number 1, we've got Foreskin, Wander 1976, Funky Beats, Picasso as our starter, Matsuda, and TB 125. So a lot of the top guys running in this first heat. So this could be a very, very interesting heat tomorrow. Heat number 2, JH 2271, Twist, Akapropi, Metaspook, SC in heat number 2 tomorrow, and Bajo. And then heat number 3, we've got San Mahoney, Ja Rashad, Phalos, Vape High Guy, Buellman, and Sincere 87 as our starter for heat number 3. And that's going to wrap us up for racing for tomorrow. It's going to be super exciting. Make sure you come check it out. Everything starts at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to run it's a 2-hour doubleheader. We've got X1 the Gamer that's going to join us for the Upland Racing Series Finals tomorrow. So you definitely want to come and check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. And we are going to give away some stuff tomorrow during the Upland races. And, of course, we always give away stuff during the Ultimate Racing League races. But we are going to give away some stuff during the Upland races as well. So you definitely want to tune in for it. Going to be cool.
Very cool. Excited to see how this race turns out. And when's Foreskin finally going to unroll and show out,
Well, I fully expect him to stick the tip out and touch the water here pretty soon. I just fully expect it. It's going to happen.
All right, we're waiting for the day for that to happen.
Yeah. And in the meantime, he's going to stay warm and keep the sweater on, and we'll just go from there.
This sounds like a great plan. Mass, thank you so much for giving us the racing update. Good luck with the marathon. Enjoy your sandwich during the season championship.
Rock on. All right, just have a great night, and have fun with no TML feet, and we'll see you on the track
Don't
tomorrow.
bring back the feet. Don't bring back the feet.
Hey, I got feet.
No feet.
Oh no. All right, I gotta go. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night, Master. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Guys, I apologize for all the background noise. We have got a horrific storm going on right now.
I was wondering what that was.
It's the rain. It is coming down. There's like lightning going.
Oh, wow.
Maybe that's why my screen is flashing on my side. Do you guys not see my screen flash?
Every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah,
And your mic's cutting out now every once in a while.
Oh, man. It's got to be the weather, I guess. I don't know. Is that better?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll
if
keep rolling.
If I disappear, then I just.
Ooh, that one was close.
Wow, that's crazy. That's intense.
Yeah. All right. Welcome, KO. Glad you could make it. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, sorry I was late. I was battling ninjas and defending Johnson City's honor out there. So
there you go. Have you guys seen the property that right now is #1 on the leaderboard for the decor contest?
I
have not seen. Which one? Oh, crap. Who is that?
Oops.
Someone that's got a lot of time on their hand. Holy crap.
Twilk.
That looks great.
Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah. First, I was like, what in the Minecraft happened here? Because that at first looked like a bunch of Minecraft blocks.
Man, that takes some real skill and time.
I tried decorating for the Christmas one, and I put a lot of stuff on there, and it took me hours and hours and hours. And yeah, doing something like this is crazy. And it's
a lot of uneven lines. I think they need to do better. Now that's one heck of a little project there, man.
That might be the most intricate one that I've seen yet. I've seen some like really cool ones, maybe design-wise, that are super cool. This might be the most intricate. Like all those designs, that's a ton of little pieces.
I mean, how long does that take? Holy cow!
I can't even imagine. I don't want to look at your tile. Want to look at your property. And if for the people want to know, it's 1325 Northwest 13th Street in Miami, Florida. So that doesn't mean they're guaranteed to win, but they are #1 on the leaderboard right now on a 792 up square property.
Rock said over 1,000 assets on it.
Jesus.
I believe it.
That's insane.
I believe it.
Wow.
That is insane.
I started to do the Christmas one as well, and I think I got maybe 30 minutes in, and then I went to go see what the other competition looked like, and I saw what they were doing, and I was like, nope, I'm out. It was too good.
Yeah, I did a lot, and the kids would come in, and they're like, what do you do? They're like, you're still moving stuff? I'm like, yeah, I'm still moving stuff. They're like, why are you doing this? I'm like, I'm going to get a marker and I'm going to get a badge and I'm going to show ThankMeLater that, you know, I was trying to walk away from that season with 3 badges to his 1 badge. But it didn't work out that well. So we will see who wins that.
Nice. Well, yeah, I know some of the North Grapeland Heights people are putting in a lot of work. I know they're trying to get an eyeball in their new node that they're forming.
Yeah, I ran out of time, so I just started putting these big old trees that I had. I'm like, I'm just throwing trees and making it an enchanted winter wonderland forest. I'm trying to line up all the presents to make the snowflakes, and lining up the people around the Christmas trees and the candy. I'm like, oh man.
So this one's yours?
Yeah, I did that one in Tokyo into the Wonderland season.
Nice.
Nice. It does look good.
But no badge, no marker.
Sorry, too stupid.
I did get a Block Explorer.
Nice. That's not bad.
Yeah, for all the time I put in, it's not.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially with everything that goes on around the holiday season here, that was a lot of time that I could have used more wisely. So you live, you learn. Maybe I'll teach my kids how to do it next year.
There you go.
There
Just
you
put them
go.
on it.
Yep.
Show them how to do it. All right, where do we want to start? We have Totem Cycle 3, we have Sydney, and then we have the Blossom Map Asset Sale Bundle. Where do we want to start?
Let's go Sydney. That was the most fun.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's jump into Sydney. So Sydney was released. I ended up having a meeting right as the sale started going on for the bundles. So I missed out on all the bundles. I do like still that they do UPX bundles. I didn't like that there wasn't a chance to get one of the buildings, the specific buildings that you had to, the only way to get that was to use US dollar. I didn't like that aspect of it.
Yes. So I decided I wasn't going to spend. I was going to get the bundle if I sold my. What was I selling? A Series 1 car for USD.
Ooh.
And so I put it out there on the market, and it didn't sell. But that, if that sold, I was going to buy the 99 bundle. But I honestly wouldn't have been able to anyway. So I was actually out planting. I'm actually planting hops this year for the first time. I'm growing some hops. So I was out in the middle of the field, and my phone died as I was trying to buy some of the bundles. So I didn't get any of the bundles either.
Oh man. How far is the field? Do you have to, is that a ways from your house or the car or anything?
Well, we're planting the hops.
Yeah.
My mom bought a piece of property right next to her house, and so I just got to drive over. They actually already had the setup and the poles and everything, so it's really not that bad. But yeah, the bundle sale started. I was out in the middle of the field, and I pulled up my phone, and then we just died. And I was like, oh crap. So yes, Swirly says he bought the bundle and instantly regretted. I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it because I'm pretty confident I would have been disappointed, but I did want to build that structure.
Yeah.
So
that was the tempting part. And then I think the same thing happened with the pass. I missed out on the pass too, just because something was going on. And by the time I was able to log in, it was gone. I do have to give Upland credit for that. They've been consistent with their releases. So, you either have to you got to figure out how to run off to the bathroom at work for a half hour, or, you have to figure something out. So I know that was one of the gripes early on in the game was, well, I live in XYZ country and it's so many hours ahead or behind, and they've been consistent.
yeah, I have to. I feel like funny saying this because I had to fake a phone call because I feel embarrassed telling other adults that I have to go mint these properties instead of work. So yeah, I got to go fake I got an important call I got to take, guys. I'm supposed to be teaching a class. Yeah, but we do it. So that's how dedicated we are to Upland. It's willing to.
So you've been playing all these years and you still can't tell other people I got to go mint virtual properties?
No, they look at me like I have 4 eyes.
Ask them if they play Pokemon and then give them crap about that.
Right.
All right, good point. That's a good one.
A guy at work, he quit because I guess he's making 300, 400,000 a year selling Pokemon cards. He's like, I don't need this job. And he's like, I'm making more money selling Pokemon cards. So he just up and quit. He got the spring bonus and was like, all right, I'm out.
Man.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Pokemon.
Did you get anything good in Sydney?
I don't know. I went to some expensive neighborhoods. I was sitting on 4 million UPX, so
Ooh.
I
Nice.
didn't have, and I spent 2 million of it. So I don't know what was nice, what wasn't nice. I ran off to the bathroom and sat in a stall and went ahead and started minting what I could. I'm like, oh, that looks like a small neighborhood. Let's see if I can get in there. I'm like, oh, that's expensive. I'm like, okay.
So this was your lunch break. You dropped 2.4 million UPX in a deuce.
Yeah. I was like, all right. I was just like, I'll be back.
Wolf Warner also went to the bathroom, minted it. Look, all these adults, we're all going to the bathroom to mint our
Who was
property.
taking care of the kids?
But yeah, who's watching your classroom? I mean, that's impressive. He did it in 9 minutes. So, I mean, but man, you're leaving some kids unattended. Like, unless you got another hey, cover me really quick. Morning coffee. I don't know. Something hit me. Gotta go. But yeah, I went to Elizabeth Bay, Rush Cutter Bay, Darling Point, picked up some stuff there. Picked up some stuff in Red Fern just because I'm like, oh, look, some cheap stuff down here. And Dawes Point, I got 3 properties up there too. So I didn't get any in the rocks. I was trying to get something in the rocks, Miller's Point. When I got to one neighborhood, I'm like, ooh, look at that property. And it was like a 5 million UPX property. I'm like, not getting that one.
Man.
You could have got that big spender badge.
Yeah, well, I didn't have 5 million UPX. 2, I already spent. Barango or
Barango, okay, over there
Barangaro?
with the east. Yeah.
Barangaroo.
Barangaroo.
West, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I only got about 15, 16 properties, something like that.
I think Maddox might have minted it. I don't know.
What were I got like 13 or 14. I got some in Red Fern. I got 2 in Haymarket. I was pretty happy with those. I got 1 in Elizabeth Bay. One, I actually really liked that property that I got in Elizabeth Bay, and then 4 in Woolamulu. But how'd you feel like the release overall went? I actually thought it went really pretty well, and I felt like a lot of properties minted. I feel like a lot of people participated.
A lot of properties minted. And I was surprised there's still a handful out there, you know. I figured there'd be but we've been waiting for Sydney for so long. We're like, it's gonna be Sydney, and it was always something else. So yeah. I think it went rather well. It went rather smooth. They have these releases down pretty well now. There's not a lot of technical stuff, but this was the first city release on the new chain, on the app chain. So I was interested to see how that went, and that actually went pretty well.
I didn't feel like it. I think Upland had a bunch of stuff turned off too. Maybe structure ornaments or something. There was some stuff that was turned off, I think people said. But I had no lag or anything. I think the only thing I've been seeing lag in is the racing. The cars just like race to race, they're taking a lot longer, it seems like. But other than that, I haven't noticed a difference really. I haven't done any treasure hunting, so I'm not sure how that's working out.
Yeah. I haven't treasure hunted either.
It was a little laggy for me for like the first few properties, and then it actually got better after that.
And I couldn't tell it. I don't want to be on the company Wi-Fi while doing it, so I had to be on 5G, and it wasn't the best reception. I picked the wrong bathroom to go to. I guess it didn't have the best reception. Next time, I'm just going to go out to the parking lot and into my car because it's close enough. So I think next time I'll just mint in the car.
Yeah, I did notice the skipping. City Pigeon was mentioning the skipping with the racing. I've had a lot of syncing too, like you'd be in the middle of a race and it says it's syncing. So I've had that, and then you come back and it's like your car is like done its own thing.
Yeah. So there's going to be 10 collections out of this. How do you feel that did you do any research? Did you look at any of the guides, or did you just say, I'm going here or there?
I didn't. I got Edgecliff, Chippendale. Chippendale's got to be that's got to be a collection, right? Surrey Hill. I got one up on the water too, up in where was it? Darling Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darling Point. I got one up there. It's actually one row off the water, but it's pretty darn close. No, I don't want to go to Chippendales. I just figured it was kind of a catchy name.
I don't know about I was actually, so I saw some people flipping properties in Sydney and doing very well. And I wish I would have had more time to sit and flip a little bit more. But I've got a few good properties I really want to keep, and then I got a few. If they end up in collections, I might try to flip because I did drain my UPX. But I think I did okay. I've only got 13 properties right now. I did flip 2, which really only paid for my flight there and back.
I got to get into flipper, but I was just like, I got to get in, I got to get out, and and then come home, and it was grab a chicken sandwich on the way out the door. It's not really a chicken sandwich; it was just a grilled piece of chicken, and grab that out the door on the way to baseball practice, and yeah, it's just been nonstop. So people have messaged me with assets that they save for me, and I'm just now getting back to them 2 weeks later. I'm like, it's baseball season, lawn care season, and gardening season, and I just don't have time.
Yeah,
it's been tough. It's tough to keep up.
Anything else on Sydney before we move on?
I don't have anything on Sydney. Nothing else. Just waiting for the sellout, and then we'll get the collections and see what we got. So a couple of people did really well on the sales. I think Lightning Leg was lighting it up on the sales.
Yep.
They did do a Blossom Season map asset sale. We talked about that last week. Oh, the reason I wanted to mention it was the initial sales went really slow. Really slow. Do you think that's because people weren't feeling it? They weren't feeling what the assets were, or are they just burnt out with the seasonal asset bundles? Why do you think these moved as slow as they did?
It's a good question.
They did move slow. I bought 2. I have happened to catch. I've got the first 3 story legit.
Lore legits.
Lore legits, thank you. And so I was like, okay, I'll buy 1 or 2 of these, try to get a few more of these legit lore legits, and then I ended up selling some of the assets and making good UPX back. So kind of worked out for me. I don't know if I got the lore legits yet. I'd like to get 1 or 2 of those, but I think yeah. I mean, it wasn't the most enticing USD sale. You didn't get UPX with it, did you? Because
which way? Where was it? I went the wrong way. Stop that.
I don't think so.
Details. You did not get UPX.
I think the sweetener sales where you get the UPX with it is really helpful.
Yeah. So you're trying to get the monolith then?
I haven't decided. We'll see if I get 2 of these lore legits or not, and then because then you need all 10. I'm like, God, I'm looking at the prices of the ones now, and I'm like, man, it's just gonna get higher, I think. So I'm either gonna flip and sell them all or go for all 10. I have not decided yet. So which way are you going?
I'm not collecting.
Yeah.
I'm not collecting. I'm still on my grind to acquire more and more and more. Never enough. I don't feel satisfied.
You guys are talking about the ones with like the fences and those particular ones, the assets?
Yeah,
Okay.
they had the bundles for the AI companion, the scientist
Yeah.
bundle, the expansionist, and the villain, and they had a group of 5.
Yeah, I think I bought 4. I bought 4 of those.
Oh well.
I ended up with one like companion, like a little dude, and then the rest of them were like fences.
Yeah, I sold one of those assets for 50K.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it a fence or what was it?
It was one of the characters.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I only
That's
got one character.
That's a nice flip.
Yeah. Worked pretty good.
All right. Anything else on the map assets?
No, I just know that those map assets do count for. They give you 5 points. It does not guarantee you the win, but it does give you 5 points on the decoration leaderboard
Okay.
if you have one of those assets on the property.
Yeah. Yeah, but when somebody puts 1,000 on,
That is true.
5 points aren't going to help.
Or you could just put 200 of.
There you go.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. All right. Totem Cycle 3 kicks off Friday. I love the whole, 24-hour notice?
Yep. Scrambling tonight.
I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, are they going to start Monday? Or they're like, nope, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific. I'm like, what? Like, why on a weekend? My weekends are so busy. It's easier to wake up and do it first thing in the morning on a work day or something to start my cycles, or do it at lunch, go out to my car and do it at lunch and get my cycles going.
I think Upland is done with totems. They're like, start tomorrow. Let's get it done. Let's go.
Nothing changed. Nothing changed. They're like, Bep, everything went good in cycle 2, so let's roll with it.
Yep.
I mean, they did correct some of the issues from cycle 1 into cycle 2, which made it, people found the trick of, I just feed it 1 until it hits the peak where I really make it, and then I'll feed it full. So they did fix that. So they did fix stuff from cycle 1. But now, was cycle 3 just pushed so far and no changes made because of Upland working towards the app chain that they were having to develop to move forward with the game?
I think. I'm probably sure. I'm sure there's probably quite a few delays on different updates with this app chain. Totems.
Or is there just a wheel that they spin and what announcement are we going to make this week? Totems. When to start it? Spin the other wheel. Friday. Let's go.
It could be that too. You never know.
Could be.
I was doing because they released Totems. Genesis. When did they release Totems?
They announced life at Genesis Week 23, and then it came out in the fall of 23.
Golly, so we are a year and a half in.
Is that right? They didn't announce Totems last year, did they? No, it might have been last year. Yeah, I'm sorry, 24. They announced life in 23, and then Totems came out. Oh no, 2020. Really? What is going on, SC? You're gonna rock.
Man, it is crazy over here.
Like we can hear all that thunder.
I could just see the lightning coming through the blinds. I got thick. They're supposed to be like you can't see through them blinds, and there it's coming right through.
Do you have to take shelter?
My wife hasn't texted, so they're not hiding in closets.
Okay, so season 2 came out. They announced season 2 on August 7th of 2024.
October of 23, Totems came out.
All right, I wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy.
Wow. That was a long. I was just thinking, like, man, this has been a long time. with the
Yeah.
totems.
Yeah. Like when they announced it at Genesis Week in 23, I was like, all right. We rolled out, you know, we knew it was going to take them a little bit to get the totems and all the mechanics, but you're like, okay, it rolled out in October. They'll probably take a couple of weeks off, figure some stuff out, tweak it, and we'll roll it right back into it. And we'll get through the 5 cycles before Genesis 24. And we didn't even get the second cycle before Genesis 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But we're here now. Is it am I just imagining this, or did they say there's gonna be 5 cycles, or did they?
5.
5.
It was-
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep.
All right, so I'll be 40 by the time I get my totem cycles done.
I'll be 60.
So or they just go back to back to
I could
back.
be gone before totems are done.
We're gonna have Este's funeral before his totem's funeral.
Just bury my totems with me.
And people did say that they saw the greenhouses being manufactured. So they're building the greenhouses. Still, what do they have to do for the mechanics of that? To, you know, how much more development do they have to do for the mechanics for the greenhouse, and then all that fun stuff that's going on there?
I'm interested because I thought that the 5 cycles would end, and then the nurseries in life would start, like once they received all the data and all the stuff. So it's interesting to me that they're starting this, you know, the nurseries, and we're just starting season 3 or whatever of totems.
Well, the winners do get the decor. I mean, the winners do get the nurseries, but it doesn't mean that they're fully functional.
Good point.
Like airplanes.
Good point.
We got our planes and they can't fly yet, but
Semis.
missing trailers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good point.
So, but we're in season 3 or cycle 3. They could now, since they got a lot of stuff out of the way, I could see them running them pretty close to each other.
So like I remember factories coming out. How long was it between factories coming out and then being able to produce with your factory?
That was a hot mess. There was, I forget how many of us there were in the beta business. You had to fill out a business plan. You had to put all this together, and it was going for a long time with no updates. And all of a sudden they're like, we need your designs now. You're going to miss out on being a part of this if you don't have a design. But it was legit like a year, I think, if 9 months to 12 months, it was from the announcement of, you know, filling out the application, getting approved, and then just all of a sudden it was, I lost interest at that point in time, but I was like, oh crap, I got to get something together. Luckily, ThankMeLater gave me one of his designs to get me going in time. But yeah, it took a while.
Yeah. I just look at Upland as they are an opportunity for us to work on our patience.
I got 4 kids. What more do I need?
Why do you do this to yourself then?
I have nothing better to do on Thursday nights.
Oh man, that's funny.
Rock, it wasn't even the approval. They weren't even accepting designs for like 10 months. It was a long time, and it was just crickets. And it wasn't crickets. It was just soon we'll know something soon. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you need this stuff now.
I remember the first assets coming out, and yeah, I remember those days. It was super cool. The prices were much higher.
Yeah. Then it became a race to the bottom.
Yep.
And still to this day, I don't get it. Just, you know, you put some people put money into it, some to get their assets made, and it takes a lot of time to, you know, stock your factory, then move it from your factory to your showroom, and then from the showroom you got to list it. Even using some tools that are out there, it's a little quicker, but still you don't have multi-asset moves. It's just very long. So why are you doing that to yourself for $1 for each one, or you know?
Yeah, I really try to support the map asset, structural ornament, cart markets, you know, because, you know, we have a lot of assets, and we know how much time UPX USD it takes to get these things created, you know, and so I try to, like the ornament challenge, man, I bet you I bought 300,000 UPX worth of ornaments just to barely get in the top 25 or whatever. And then the carts, I bought a lot of carts and stuff just because they're super cool, and the ornaments are really cool too. I don't regret getting those at all, but yeah, I think you know, as players, trying to support each other and those markets are important as well, because yeah, sometimes you put a lot of money into creating the assets and sometimes they don't move.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't. Oh, but you excited for this totem cycle, or it's just routine now?
Just
I'm
gonna get my
excited
proto.
because I think I'm going to do a lot better with this one than I have the last two. The first one was horrible. The first one was rough, and then the second one, the last season, was a lot better. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Just gonna get my protem. Do my
Yep.
check-ins, get my protem or whatever, and my feedings. Yeah, I can't say I'm looking forward to it, but I'll do it.
Okay, this had so much time to build that amazing property, and now he's got 106 totems to feel like
106.
you need help. Like,
Whoa.
you might have a little problem. Twilk, awesome property though. That's amazing what you did in Miami. Good luck on 106 totems. I would just figure out which one. Hopefully by cycle 3, you know which ones are your most profitable, or have a good idea, and just feed your most profitable ones.
Yeah, that's some work right there. 106.
That's 2% of the market, right?
5,555. So
little over 110 would be 2%, right?
6. I'll tell you right now. Got a calculator.
We got 1.9%.
Yep. So almost 2%.
I'm struggling to keep them alive with 106. I'd kill 100 the first 3 days.
I wonder what Danny P's got. Now, Danny P probably is sitting pretty right now, selling some totems.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lull, and there were some good deals on totems. I'm like, yeah, I'll get to that. And then like a week later, they announced this whole greenhouse thing, and the prices just skyrocketed pretty quickly, and there wasn't a good deal to be found.
Yeah.
Now, are you buying protem, or just getting your protem from feeding your totems?
I feel like that was the benefit to getting in early. So I'm not buying protem.
I'm the same. I'm just going to earn it.
Yeah, that is where I'm at myself, is just earning it, using my totems.
Yeah, I'm not looking to go purchase more. Plus, we don't even know the numbers yet. How much Sparklet is it going to cost to make these things? How much stem are we going to need? You know, it's all speculation at the moment.
What is the price on the protem anyways? I don't even know what the price is on it. I haven't looked at it.
It's free.
In the store?
Yeah. You're buying the UPX.
I actually, I guess I do like that you get the UPX with it.
Okay, actually, that's not bad then.
So you get right now you get 60 Protum for $10. You also get the 10K UPX with that. You get 375 Protum for $50, which you get the 50K UPX, and then 100 USD gets you 825 Protum and 100K UPX.
And I wouldn't even get excited about trying to value what Protum when it changes to stem is going to be like, because we saw what happened with Spark when it went to Sparklet, and there's a lot of people that are still a little sore over that one.
Yeah. If I was just coming, well, I guess it's hard to say exactly what I would do. If I was coming into Upland over the last year and I didn't have a totem, and I did want to be involved,
Then you got to buy
probably.
Protum.
What's that?
Then you would have to buy the Protum for sure.
Yeah, I would go in and buy the Protum and to be involved. If you don't want to be involved, then that's totally fine. But I do want to be involved with this. I do like the idea of life. I do like the idea of putting trees and living things on the property. So I don't know if it's going to be profitable. I have no clue, but I think it'll be a fun part of the game, at least. So.
But you can't sell the trees, so they're on the. I mean, it will make your property look better, and that's now you don't have to move assets, because if you sell a property, you can't have assets on it, so you'd have to get rid of those. But now you can class it up with life.
But what about down the road? I mean, because like trees and grass or whatever else, that's like the first things coming to Upland. But what about down the road when we have, like pets? Like say you have a dog, do you have to have like a dog breeding shop and you have dogs mate and then they see them do their thing and then they have babies and, how is all that going to work? Because technically you could breed the dogs and then sell them, right?
You would think. And someone would figure out how to create a Discord game where you have dog fighting. Watch.
Yeah, like Michael Vick style dog fighting, and
like a black market pet fighting.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see this totally happening.
Like that's the first thing. Or if you get chickens, there'll be chicken fights and.
We'll have a new island. We could have dogfight island, cockfighting island. We have a little bit of everything.
The underbelly, the dark underbelly of Upland with life.
That'd be the Metaverse underground.
Spice things up, that's for sure.
Rock will be all over it with he's been working on creating all these games, so he'll have the first underground going on. Now I threw Rock out there and they're going to throw him in Alcatraz just on presumption that he's going to do underground animal fighting.
Sorry, Rock.
I don't know. What else is going on in the ninja world?
Man, just working like crazy as always. We got just a lot going on with the comic book, and the card game is coming along, finishing up the play testing. And the hardest part has been the artwork, to be honest. We got a new artist we just hired, a really good artist that's done some pretty impressive projects for some pretty big name companies. So we're starting to get a move on the artwork, because we've got the card art is being done at the same time as we're working the comic books too. So we've been a little bit spread thin. So bringing on this new artist is going to really help alleviate some of the workload on everybody we've got working on stuff already.
I missed it. I'm so used to ThankMeLater putting all the stuff up this week, and so I'm like way behind on stuff. But he says you might need a tree in order to have a pet. Yeah, dogs need something to pee on. So I mean,
that's true.
I think there's some fire hydrant map assets out there, right?
Ooh, that's true.
Now, when we have dogs too, I mean, because dogs, if they eat protum or whatever they're going to eat, do they go to the bathroom? Is there going to be like you got to pick up poop on your property now too?
Spark poo.
Yeah.
Digest in it, and it's like half the value now. Oh, you see, City Pigeon says we have fire hydrants. Llama
We do.
fights. Yep, Swarley's even going. You see, there's going to be so many underground. The underbelly's going to be dark. Very dark. What else you guys want to cover today?
Anything else? I think that's the bulk of it right now. We got some other stuff that we're working on.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a lot of. Well, we do have a ninja cart coming up soon, so that's pretty fun. That's been fun, but other than that, our work has been kind of outside of. I say it will be connected to our Upland audience, but our work has been like not so much in game, I guess, and we're also waiting on Next World and that to transpire. I know they're waiting on some approvals and updates and things like that. But so yeah, everything's in the works. It's just kind of a waiting game and a process at the moment.
Yeah, Next World has actually made a lot of progress with what they've got going on. It is just a waiting game right now.
Excited to see what that all looks like.
Us too. Very excited. Yeah.
Exactly, Rock.
Everybody's waiting on one man. You can't have a bottleneck like that.
The big A or the big C.
See you next Tuesday.
Not that C.
Oh, okay. All right. What else do we got this week? That hour went quick with you guys.
Well,
and now the storm stopped.
I know.
And I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen any flashes coming through my windows here. That's good. I'm sure my dog is hiding under something.
Yeah.
Maybe I can hang on. Let me see if I still got it up. I had this proposal for the structure ornament challenge, and there's a lot of eyeballs on this. So maybe maybe you could we could show that real quick.
Yeah. I'm beat, James. I am beat this week. And we usually wrap up right around an hour too. Oh, okay. You haven't shared yet. Okay.
No, it's different than SC's system, and we're very tech savvy. So
see that button that says present
on the bottom in StreamYard?
Yeah. Do I do share screen?
Yeah, just hit share screen and then select the screen you want to share. If it's in a window, you have to go across the tab across the top. There we go.
Oh, come on now.
A white page.
All right, so no. Well, I guess that's good. Decent enough. When I clicked on it, it just went blank. So, being a part of the ornament challenge, I went as hard as I could at it and barely managed to get in there. And actually, I think my proposal would make me do worse in the system in the game. So just to clarify, I'm not doing this for my gain, but I found myself just trying to slap up like a ton of micro ornaments or micro houses as fast as I could to try to gain points on the leaderboard. And I didn't like how I was doing that because these properties that I was putting micros on, I really didn't want to put micros on. So I thought a scaling system for the type of this is just literally I typed into ChatGPT about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I asked it to create a graphic for it. So this is a extremely rough draft, and it's like, you know, just my thoughts turned into a thing in like 5 minutes. So, but like, you know, obviously the structures would have more points. I didn't include the luxury ranches and luxury houses, but and then the property collections, whatever collection it was in, it would be a scaling score, and then the ornament rarity I think should be included. There should be a lot more than just common and rare, but I thought that would come into play as well. They're already doing this with block explorers in the collector score, basically. So I thought it would be an easy transition over, and I think I would actually get a lot more into it if this kind of scoring system was put into place. Because right now you put a micro ornament in a collection, and that's the max. You know, unless if it's in Miami, you get the max amount of points. If it's in a collection, that's 3 points. So you're kind of just incentivized to put up micros really fast at the moment. So I think that this would be, I don't know, maybe a more fun way to play. So it's just my proposal.
Yeah. I think that would make it more interesting. Swarley says he suggested this like over a year ago and got shot down in general for it. So, I mean, yeah, I think Swarley's always ahead of his time with some of the stuff that he throws out there.
And actually, I spoke with Swarley about this. He gave me some of these ideas for sure. So, I totally give him credit for coming up with this first. So, anyway, I just think it'd be more fun and apply more value to your structures and your ornaments and your collections.
And I like Swarley's transparency. He said, I'll be honest, it will benefit me more. So
I hope it does. Swarley. Yeah. So, anyway, that's all I got.
Oh, awesome. Thank you guys so much for jumping in this week, helping me out while TML was off in Vegas.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime.
It's been a minute since I've had you guys on.
Yeah, it's been busy. I feel like we've been just going since New Year's. We've just been going nonstop, I swear.
I mean, it's May already, May 8th.
I know. It's crazy.
Should we do a giveaway for the people?
Sure. What do we want to give away? What's the hashtag first off? Ninja.
Hashtag ninja.
Hashtag ninja. What are we giving away? A date with KO?
A date with KO? I had to speak with my wife on that one. Oh, that's funny.
Just seeing if you're paying attention.
Barely. It's getting late. I've been going since like early this morning.
Agency says give away a Stadium Chaser tent for the first one.
Sure.
There you go.
Sounds good. We will do that there, the agency. Oh, a double date with SC and KO.
Oh,
I need to talk to both of our wives.
You just have to lay out the no diddy rules and you'll be okay. Oh, a shirtless ninja.
Is that human?
Is that human?
No, it was Swirly.
Oh, it's Swirly. Okay. I thought for sure that was human.
I don't know if we put him in timeout or if there was a permanent ban on him.
I think human. I heard he was in. That's the rumor, is that he got a timeout.
Yeah, I've timed out him before, but I know after his timeout he was back and he got really bad, and somebody else kicked him. And I'm not sure if they put him in a timeout or if they did a permanent ban. I'll have to look. I'll have to look at it.
He likes to have fun.
Yeah, but sometimes it goes too far.
Gotta keep it in check.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Only 12 people want a Stadium Chaser tent? What?
Well, I'll give away 20K UPX.
There you go. Sweeten the pot. Is it winner take all, or are we going to draw two?
20K. 20K going to some lucky Uplander today.
Well, I'm saying, is that going along with the tent, or is that a separate prize?
Oh, let's make that a separate one.
Okay.
Is Wolf on here? Congrats to Wolf too. He won the UFC pick'ems this week. Congrats.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There we go. We're getting more people now. Come on, people. Hashtag ninja.
Sorry, I'm not happy MF for giving away 100,000 UPX every week. That guy gives away some UPX, man.
Yeah, we did a lot during the we blew a lot of UPX for the St. Patty's Day thing this year.
Yeah, we did that too.
We had that going on, racing and sponsorships and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Ninja Turtles. Ah.
Hashtag Ninja Turtles.
All right, we're good. So this will be for the Stadium Chasers tent.
Who's it gonna be?
More cheese.
More cheese.
We'll draw again. KO's giving away 20,000 UPX.
Got Goldie in the house. Goldie, how you doing?
Jacob Wagner. Jacob for Jesus in game.
Jacob for Jesus?
Yep. And I'll give away 20,000.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, why not? Have fun.
Let's do it.
Angry Ursh. I just need to know is that your in-game name?
It is Angry Ursia. URSIA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I'm typing Jacob for Jesus.
That might be it. Might not be it. I know that's his Discord name.
It's the number 4.
Yes.
There we go.
Set up X.
Done. You have been paid, sir.
And I'm working on mine. Gotta authenticate. Boo. So annoying. What else we got?
Man, is that it for the week?
It might be.
Is that all we got?
It might be.
Australia was the big thing. Sydney.
Yeah.
And then totems. I feel like we've been covering life and totems for weeks now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a busy few weeks with the announcements and
we got Sunday we got Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy early Mother's Day to all the ladies out there.
Like, am I the only one that's having problems with my Cloudflare? I have to click it like 11 times for it to even work.
What's Cloudflare?
It's the CAPTCHA, the CAPTCHA replacement.
Oh, I don't think I've had any trouble with that. Not recently.
if you want to, Swirly said we can show his decor build.
Where's that?
Which actually does include some ninja assets.
There we go.
And Swirly, sorry I didn't respond, but I did love your storyline that you created between the pirates and ninjas. Hang on 2 seconds. Do you want me to bring it up or?
Either or. If you got the address loaded and ready to go.
Where is that story, by the way? I haven't seen that yet.
It's in their Discord, the Vulgar.
Discord, okay.
You guys got time to read Discord?
Nope, that's why I don't know where it is.
I got it. Hang on.
Is there a new collection in Miami?
No.
No.
Nope.
Rock, what are you talking about? Oh, no new collections. I misread that. Gotcha.
What's there to talk about? There's nothing there.
So there's 2 left in there. I mean, has it got to be a street or something that they're
It
not?
has to be. You would think.
All right, I got it up a few.
Okay. Ooh.
So this was pretty cool. It was like Blossom 25 Ninja's Heist. So if you guys go to the, I think it's the Vulgar Discord channel, they actually just created a whole storyline of like ninjas versus pirates. It was pretty cool. And so they got these, let's see, ninjas versus, wait, where am I?
Got the pirates and treasures locked up.
Oh, hey, SC, where the thunder
Where's
is
the
just
pirates?
actually there
I
was
don't see any pirates. I see all ninjas.
well, you got these cool assets right here. The Volgar, the Destroyer statue. These are pretty cool, actually.
What are those going to do to a ninja?
So yeah, those are pretty sweet. Those are looking good. I like
Yeah.
this the Blackbeard batteries.
That does look pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
It's a sweet looking ornament.
I like how you were able to extend the height of the apartment there, though.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you got the waves down here. Yeah, pretty sweet stuff.
Yeah, they've done a really, really good job with the pirate stuff. I like it.
That's yeah, it looks good.
Traffic cones. Nice. Built with traffic cones. All right.
Oh, is that what those were? Traffic cones down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Traffic
those
cones supposed to be orange.
These right here.
Are they traffic cones?
Yeah.
I think they're yellow.
Oh, there were the
Oh, they're
pirates.
yellow? Okay.
All righty. It's been a good week. Been a good show. Thank you guys so much for joining this week. Thank Me Later. We'll be back next week, and who knows what shenanigans we'll get into. Everybody be safe, have fun, and we'll see you out there in the metaverse. See you next week.
Good luck with
Later,
the
everybody.
totems.
The UPX podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the